Hi guys, it's Yogi here. This is Year 7 Naplan Practice Set 3. Uh, this is an interesting question. It turns out we don't actually have to do the calculation. Let's have a look at this. First we need to multiply. The first number is 1028. Okay, 1028 is about 1000. That's pretty close to it. And then the next number is 39. Well, 39 is pretty close to 40. 1000 times 40, well, we know that the answer should be, around 40,000. So let's have a look at these answers. The first one we've got is 2092. Well, that's not close to 40,000. The second one says 4,000 something. Well, that's not close to 40,000. The third one, that is 40,000, pretty close to it. And the fourth one's 400. Okay, so estimation skills here, guys. Alright, question 2. We've got one person walks 600 meters, one person walks 3.2 kilometers, and one person walks 1.75. So we need to add them all together, except they're not all in the same units. The first one over here is in meters. So let's change that to kilometers. We have 0.6 kilometers plus 3.2 plus 1.75. Okay, there's nothing here, so we can put zeros. Add them up. 0, 0, and 5 is 5. 6, 2, and 7 is also 5. Carry the 1. Put the decimal place in the correct spot. 1, 3, and 1 is also 5. Okay, so we have 5.55, and we need to split it up amongst 1, 2, 3 people. So let's do 5.55 divided by 3. Put our decimal place in the right spot. Okay, 5 divided by 3 is 1, remainder 2. 25 divided by 3 is 8, remainder 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So that's the correct answer. Some of you may also have noticed these first two answers. Okay, it's clearly not those, and you could probably cross them out straight away because you've got this number being your smallest and these two being much bigger, so the average cannot be close to 600 or actually below 600. Okay, so even if you couldn't work that out, you should have had a 50-50 guess between these two. Okay guys, question 3. Here we've got a whole bunch of different units. We've got this in kilometers per 8 minutes, meters per minute, kilometers per hour, and meters per second. We can't compare those because they're all in different units. So let's change them all into the same unit. Starting with the first one, we have 1 kilometer every 8 minutes. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to change this bottom, this bit here, I want to change that to 60 because 60 minutes will give me 1 hour. Okay? So let's see what to do. I might change this to 0.5 kilometers over 4 minutes. So what I've done is I've halved both of them. So I've divided the top by 2 and divided the bottom by 2. Why have I done that? Oh, there's an M there. Why have I done that? Because I can now do 4 times 15 to make it 60. And I can do the top by 15. Okay, so we know that the bottom is now 60 minutes. And the top, 0.5 times 15, or half of 15, that is 7.5 kilometers. So in other words, the first one is 7.5 kilometers per hour. Okay, first one is 7.5 kilometers per hour. Let's have a look at the second one. The second one says it's 100 meters per 1 minute. So this is a bit easier because I can times the bottom by 60 to make it 60 minutes, times the top by 60. Well, the bottom is 60 minutes, and the top is 100 times 60, 6,000. Have I done that right? 6,000, that's correct. Alright, that is 6 kilometers. Alright, 6,000 meters, 6 kilometers. Oh, I got myself confused there. But the second one is in green. Okay, let's rubble this off. And the third one says 8 kilometers per hour. Well, that's already there. So that's the third one. And the fourth one is 2 meters per second. So let's calculate that. So we have 2 meters in 1 second. So I'm going to times it by 60 to make it a minute first. Okay. So I have 120 meters per 6. This is 60 seconds, or I can just say 1 minute. Alright, let's write that over here. So I've got 120 meters per 1 minute, and I need to change that into hours, so I'm going to times by 60 again to change that into an hour, and I times the top by 60 as well. So that is 60 minutes in the bottom, which is an hour, and 120 times 60, 12 times 6, 72, and add the 2 zeros. So that is 7.2 kilometers. So the last one is 7.2. So which one is the biggest? That's the third one, which is Ahmed's. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at this question. This says that we have a triangle where one angle is 98 degrees. Okay. Now two sides are equal, so it's an isosceles triangle. So that means that this angle is the same as this angle. Okay, so let's figure out what they are. So firstly, we need to do 180 minus 98 to figure out how many degrees are left. Hopefully we all know why we start at 180, because that's how many degrees there are in a triangle. So 0 minus 8 we need to borrow. 10 minus 8 is 2. 17 minus 9 is 8. So there are 82 degrees left over, but it's split between 1 and 2 angles evenly. So I need to do 82 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So each angle is 41 degrees. Okay, each of the remaining angles is 41 degrees. Okay, next question talks about decrease. It's gone from $1.50 to 90 cents. So that decrease is 60 cents. Okay, now when it says what percentage, we use the original amount being $1.50. So it's 60 cents out of $1.50. Let's simplify this. Cross out the zeros at the end. Move your decimal point over each time, and you get 6 over 15. We have a common factor, so we can simplify. Divide by 3, divide by 3, and you get 2 out of 5, which is simply 40% decrease. Okay, next question. This question says that 1/3 of the birthday cake was eaten, so there are 2/3 left. Okay, and then it says that the next day this person ate 1/4 of what was left. Okay, now one of the key words is of, the word of right here. Okay, you need to know that the word of means times, and so it says 1/4 of what was left. You know that there were 2/3 left, of means times, that's a quarter. So this whole sentence literally says a quarter of what was left. Okay, so let's do this. Multiply the tops together. We have 1 times 2. The bottom is 4 times 3. 2 over 12, which we can simplify because they share a common factor of 2. So if you divide by 2 and divide by 2, you get 2 divided by 1. Sorry, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So she ate 1/6 of the cake the next day. Okay, this question, we figure out this angle here first. Okay, this angle is 130 degrees. Whoops. So I just fixed that. This angle here is 130 degrees. That's vertically opposite. You can see the X here that allows us to do vertically opposite there. Next, we are going to figure out this angle over here. Okay, and okay, technical difficulties. Anyway, we can see that these two lines are parallel, the top and the bottom one there. And if we draw our C there, we get our co-interior angles. So this angle and this angle must add up to 180. Okay, the first one's 130, so the next one needs to be 50. Okay, rub this line out now. Okay, next we're going to have a look at this straight line here. So they are adjacent supplementary angles, this one and this one. The first one's 75, so the next one needs to be 105, so that they both add up to 180 degrees. Okay, next we're going to have a look at this triangle here. The angle sum of a triangle is 180 degrees. We have 50 and 105, so we already have 155. What's left? We do 180 minus 155, and we get 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, 25 degrees. So Z is 25 degrees. Okay, this next one requires us to use surface area. We're going to do this rectangle at the front first and this rectangle at the back. Now, they are the same, so the length across the bottom is 20 and the height is 12. So we do 20 times 12, that's the area, and there's 2 of them, so we can multiply that by 2. So 20 times 12, that's 240. 240 times 2 is 480. Okay. Next, we are going to do the right-hand side and the left-hand side. Now, that has a height of 12 once again and a depth of 35. So we can do 12 times 35, and once again, there is 2 of them. Okay. So 35 times 2 is 70. 70 times 12, 840. Okay, and finally we can do the bottom, and the bottom has a width of 20 and a depth of 35. So we can just, there's only one, so we just need to do 20 times 35, that is 700. And finally, we add all of these together, so 480 plus 840 plus 700, 0, 0, 0, 0, 840 is 12, 1487, 12, 19, 20. So the answer is 2020 centimeters squared. And that's it, guys. Thank you. See you next time.